Welcome back. I think if we have any children watching this show, I would hope that you caution them not to try and emulate what our first guest does for a living. He's an expert. My next guest is billed as a real-life Superman, but he doesn't leap tall buildings at a single bound or outsprint speeding locos. Instead, he breaks the Guinness Book of Records over and over again by performing such amazing feats as bending steel rods with his eyeball. I've got a volunteer who's going to hold the steel rod, the man from Swan Hill, and bursting a football bladder with his nostril. Lots more. He says it's easy. Anyone can do it if you know how to breathe properly. Well, we'll find out how to breathe properly. Please welcome Professor Bhim. Welcome, Professor.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
You're from India?
Yes, sir, I'm from India.
Which part of India?
New Delhi?
Near New Delhi.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been doing these amazing feats?
Last 20 years.
For 20 years?
Yes, sir.
So you started when you were 2, did you?
I was 17 at the time.
17?
Yes, sir.
All right, again, we have to really warn children about trying to do this. It's very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I would recommend no children should try unless they learn from the teacher.
From the master?
From the guru.
All right. Let me just, I mentioned some of those things you've done, listed here again in the Guinness Book of Records. Bending the iron rod with the eyeball.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do shortly. Stopping of one running car. So, holding the car?
Yes, sir. We tied the car with the ropes, then I sit on the back side, then car runs, I hold from the back side and I stop it.
Stopping the running of 2 cars?
Yes, sir.
In 2 different directions?
It doesn't worry me if they go both sides or they go straight.
It would worry me. Supporting a road roller, so a steamroller,
yes, sir,
driven on your chest?
Yes, sir. 6 tons.
6 tons?
Yes, sir.
Fair enough. The football bladder we're going to do, the grinding of glass pieces into powder by the hand.
Yes, sir. I take the electric bulbs, made in Australia, then break them, take out the metal part, the rest sharp glass pieces, put on the hand, grind them into fine powder.
Fair enough. Lying bare on a sharp nail bed while supporting load on chest.
Yes, sir. This is one of the items.
Right. And the bangling of 8 iron bars on the hand, so you bend the bars around your hand.
Yeah, 8 iron bars on the hand.
The fixing of nail into wood with bare fist.
I use my hand in place of hammer to fix the nail into wood.
Why do you do this?
In starting, I developed it as my hobby. Later on, then I find out the reason that I want to create the interest of the people towards yoga. So this is one of the way I should do. People are interested, then I can teach them yoga.
So it's not tricks, it's about yoga. Is it about...
No tricks at all. This is pure yoga. No magic either.
No magic, huh?
No.
Now, I mentioned at the start, you say it's about breathing.
Yes, sir.
You've simply got to know how to breathe.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what that means?
Yeah. In yoga, we call pranayama. Pranayama means controlling the air, breath system.
Right.
Air is the most powerful thing in the world. If you can control the air, you can do anything. You can generate power through the air in your body with the help of mind. For example, if there is air in the tires, you can take tons of load. If there is no air in the tires, you can't take anything, not even an empty vehicle.
So is that your answer to how you handle the steamroller, that you have air in your chest?
Yeah, I make it like tire.
Like a tire?
Yeah, then steamroller can come. If I can't control the air, there's no way I have to die straight away.
Have you ever been injured doing this?
Yeah, 2-3 times. Not injured, but I was nearly in troubles in road rollers item. Once a road roller was passing through me, driver, he became unconscious, he afraid.
This is the 6-ton steamroller?
Yes, sir.
Right.
And my assistant, he was asking him, take it back. The driver was unconscious. So.
And you were underneath it?
I was underneath of it. Then I asked my assistant again, take it back. Again, he's looking at me and doing his hand towards the driver, take it back. In any way, one of the audience, he discovered the driver is unconscious. Then they came, many people, they tried to push the road roller back. Another problem was it doesn't go back because the driver's foot was on the brake. And in any way, later on, they discovered there is foot on the brake. Then they pushed the road roller back. It took more than 10 times more time, which I have normal timings in my performance.
To recover?
Yeah. It gave me terrific headache.
Terrific headache. I think it'd give me more than... So you were having a sort of having a smoke or something underneath the 6-ton roller, were you? Well, let's have a look at what you can do then. Would you like to blow up the... what are you going to do first? You're going to blow up the bladder with your nostrils, or what?
First, I would like to do the items. Taking water from one nostril, it will come out from the another.
So putting water in one nostril?
Yeah, it will come out from the another.
Okay. Go through it.
You can check if there is any magic or something like this. Water is here.
Right.
You can check, all of you. You can check my nostrils, they're all right.
Take your word for that. Okay, right, I think you've made that point. I think the bloke from Swan Hill wants to do that, don't you? You want to do that? You know how to do that? It's a good party trick. Yeah, look good. All right. Well, that's... and you don't have a hole up in your nose there somewhere, do you?
Yeah, the
Just
nose,
the
they have a
normal-
hole inside.
The normal one.
Yeah, but one should know the technique, how it comes out, shifting from one hole to the other.
Doesn't run down the back of your throat.
Yeah, if you don't know the technique, then it goes somewhere in the brain and person will be in trouble.
Better watch that. Better not do that. All right, the next one we've got.
This is the football bladder.
Right.
And I'll try to bust it. This is one of the record I have broken from the Guinness Book of World Records.
Right.
One person is quoted there is busted with the mouth while I do it with my nostrils.
So you're going to blow it up and bust it
Bust it.
by blowing it with your nostrils?
Yes, sir.
Fair enough.
You can keep it as souvenir from me.
Thanks, just what I need. Burst bladder. Sorry, football bladder, that is. We only have one, we can't let you try that one. Well, that's... all right. Now, I guess that's pretty clear. That's all about breathing, isn't it?
Yes, sir. This all, you have see, my lungs power is more than the pump.
Right.
So it gives the more pressure than the air press me back. If a person try, he just blow 1-2 times, otherwise air throw back. So you can't do it.
Right, okay.
So unless you are more powerful than the air.
And that's still in the Guinness Book of Records, is it?
My name did not come this year. I'm trying for this.
Okay. All right, now we're going to do the iron rod
With
trick,
eyeball.
which again obviously is a good way to lose your eye if you don't do it properly.
Yeah, of course. If you make little mistake, lose your concentration of mind. You just going with one eye.
All right. So this is like we see those in yoga who can walk on hot iron or hot coals, and those who can actually lie on beds of nails and so on. This is the same sort of routine as that.
Yes, sir.
In the sense that it's highly dangerous.
Yes, sir. Very dangerous.
Okay. All right. Well, here we've got a small iron bar here for you. You're going to bend that with your eyeball, are you?
Yeah, this iron bar is 12 mm thick. 12
Right.
millimeter.
Okay. All
I
right.
just like to put one piece of hanky against my eyeball because eye skin is very sensitive. It may crush it. Just otherwise, pressure will come from the eye to bend it.
Fair enough.
So if you like, you can put it against my eyeball,
Okay.
and I will do it. So you want me to bend it with right or left eye?
Which is your strongest one?
Both the same.
Both. Well, let's
Yeah,
go with
this I'll put it.
the left eye. Eh? Now, what do I have to do?
You place the iron rod against my eyeball.
The iron rod.
Yeah.
Okay. This was your job. All right. So that rod is.
A little more down. Please. Thanks. That's right.
I'm not sure I want to look at this.
So you want me with right or left?
Left, huh? Right. We're being told. Better angle. Better camera angle. Hang on.
I won't touch it.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Not sure I want to look at this.
Ready, John?
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yes.
You can still see.
Yeah, I can still count.
How many fingers?
4.
Well, I mean, how often do you do that?
So whenever I have my show, I do it on the stage.
Would you like to do that? Try that one? Would you like to straighten that iron bar? Well, all right.
I have my show next Saturday.
The show is next Saturday. All right. Where, in Sydney?
Yeah, it's in Marrickville Community Centre
Marrickville Community
on
Centre. all right.
13th of
On
June.
the 13th. And are you going around Australia as well with this
Yes, sir.
show? So these are all tricks that, or not tricks, but all feats that can be done with yoga.
Yes, sir.
And are you also teaching yoga at the same time?
Yes, sir.
You are. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please thank Professor Bhim. Stay with us. And pretty extraordinary. Still has the eyes. Not even bloodshot. After the break, we meet the country ladies they are calling dull bludgers. That story next.
In one of our first shows, we met a Russian man who seemed to have superhuman powers. He held his breath underwater for up to 10 minutes. He submersed himself in boiling water with no physical effect. And he could pull a locomotive along tracks with wires threaded through his arms. Tonight, another Superman, one who says his power comes to him through yoga. His name is Professor Bhim, an Indian-born Australian who is a remarkable testament to the ancient disciplines of yoga. With seemingly superhuman strength, he bends steel bars with his eyes, can stop 2 cars, even halts his own heartbeat. And according to this guru, it's all in the simple art of how you breathe.
Breath is air, and air is the most powerful thing in the world. Through the air, you can generate power.
Incredible powers, in fact, as you'll see in this demonstration. He begins by crushing glass light bulbs with his bare hands as if they were paper. Not a single mark remains from the tiny slivers of glass. Then metal bars, tensile steel, 8 millimeters across, as thick as a man's thumb.
Through the air, you can generate power with the help of mind in your body, like generator generates the electricity. So with that cosmic energy, I can take any part of my body, in my eyes, in my throat, in my chest, lungs.
It's the method he uses next that truly expresses his remarkable power of using mind over matter. His ability, by means of unwavering concentration, to direct an incredible inner strength to two of the most sensitive parts of the body. The throat. Again, the knife leaves no mark. And the eye.
My mind is thinking of only my eye. My mind is thinking the cosmic energy behind my eye, and shifting of that energy just behind and making it much more stronger, much harder, just like it makes it like a stone.
Professor Bhim doesn't physically work out in the conventional sense. No weights or gymnasium equipment. Much of his exercise is mental. Hours of meditation and deep breathing, or prana as it's called in the East.
Yoga means to union of your all senses with the mind in preliminary sense. And when you go a little more advanced, then union of your mind with the God. So that is the supreme aim of yoga, is the union with the God.
And watching this next feat, it is difficult to believe he was once a 10-year-old who could barely walk without falling over. So weak were his legs and knees. First, one car, then two. But the most remarkable, perhaps most dangerous demonstration of his power is his ability to stop his own heart beating. It was on American television he was first truly put to the test, in front of a live audience. An electrocardiograph heart monitoring machine attached to his chest.
So what I'm going to do is set this in as an alarm, so when he reduces his rate to where it stops, it will automatically start tracing it. If the rate goes less than 40, the machine will start printing it.
And what's normal, Leon, before we start?
60 to 100.
60 to 100 would be normal.
Probably not perfusing anything. If you took a pulse right now, you probably could not feel a pulse, and you probably would not get a blood pressure in all probability. However, your electrical activity is still occurring over your heart muscles.
Heart still works.
The heart is still, electrically it's working, yes.
Pardon?
Electrically it's still working. In other words,
Physically it stopped.
The heart is no longer a functioning organ pushing that fluid out, okay? That's where the difference is, and we're talking, are we looking for a straight line, or are we looking for a fibrillatory waves that are non-functional? The heart at that moment was non-functional.
Okay,
Nothing
it stopped. Is that what you're saying?
Just for that, I'll say stop, but it did not, okay? It's difficult, it's complicated. We could, dwell on it, but basically, for all practical purpose, he was in a cardiac arrest.
Final result of all this is to still your mind, to stop the waves of your thoughts, still the mind, and after that, stilling your mind, you start getting powers. If you spend your time and devote your energy towards yoga and have your regular practice, follow the yoga principles, it's nothing away from you, you can do it. Anyone can do it. But it is highly appreciable and recommended that everybody, whoever is interested in this type of this kind of things, they must learn from a guru.